Alcohol, lack of work, and surgeries? Christopher Judge might be on top of the world as the voice of Kratos in God of War, but he has gone through the most in his life to get to where he is. Christopher Judge is doing well now, but he wasn't always in tip-top shape. He previously struggled with alcoholism and getting sober. Speaking on a panel of African Americans working in sci-fi, he opened up and showed vulnerability in sharing his past challenges with the other panelists and the public. Judge revealed that his drinking became so problematic that he received 2 DUIs and was ordered to enter a rehab program. This program turned out to be the best thing that could have happened for him, though. Judge explained that the DUIs ended up being a blessing in disguise, as he spent 6 years in what was initially meant to be 12 and then 18-month programs. After coming to terms with his drinking and with the support of one woman in the program, Judge has been gratefully sober since 2012. While his struggle with drinking marked a dark chapter in his life, confronting this issue was a turning point in Judge's life. In addition to helping him get sober, it also improved his mental health, making him, by his own admission, a much happier person, better able to give and receive love. In addition, his newfound sobriety seems to have been a major turning point for his career. Judge proudly revealed his first audition after being sober was God of War, which marked a new chapter in his personal and professional life. Around the same time Christopher Judge struggled with alcohol, he was also finding acting roles hard to come by. While he had previously been a significant part of the popular show Stargate SG-1, he discovered his acting CV didn't quite impress casting directors as much as he had hoped it would. During the same panel in which he discussed his alcoholism, he also explained that finding work after SG-1 turned out to be a real challenge. Judge said, "It didn't matter I've been on TV for 10 years, so it was back to, literally auditioning for 3 lines." This can be seen in Judge's acting credits after his time on SG-1. Apart from appearances in other Stargate shows and movies, Judge could not land any starring roles in major shows or films. This frustration contributed to his drinking, so Judge found himself a part of a vicious cycle in the early 2010s. However, this all changed in 2018 when Judge landed the part of Kratos in God of War. Judge almost didn't take the iconic role since he did not want to work in video games, but after being convinced that the story and characters would be treated seriously, he committed to the job, and his career has taken off since then.
Red boy.
Even after becoming Kratos, winning critical acclaim and a nomination for Best Voice Actor at the 2018 Game Awards, Christopher Judge still had more obstacles in his path. In the summer of 2021, PlayStation had bad news for fans with an update that God of War Ragnarok would be delayed until the following year, much to the fans' disappointment. While the explanation for this delay was kept under wraps at the time, Judge later revealed he was the real reason for the sequel's holdup. It turned out that between games, Judge had experienced some health issues that required multiple surgeries. Taking to Twitter, the actor said, "Ragnarok was delayed because of me. August 2019, I couldn't walk. Had to have back surgery, both hips replaced, and knee surgery." There was also rehab that followed these procedures. On top of the obvious pain and discomfort, it also put him out of commission for some time and rendered him unable to record his lines or provide motion capture. Judge displayed considerable courage in revealing these hardships, and that he was responsible for delaying something gamers were excitedly waiting for. He also expressed gratitude to Santa Monica Studios for supporting him throughout this ordeal and not laying the blame on his doorstep. Despite the setback, Judge once again struggled on, recovering from his injuries and giving the performance that won him the Best Actor at the Game Awards 2022. If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, please call the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Administration's 24/7 national helpline at 1-800-662-HELP. That's 1-800-662-4357.